Just to go with the theme and the flow, we thought once we started working on the initiative for UNESCO Open Science recommendation, we started thinking that, okay, we need to support the Arab region. Of course, we knew the status quo in the Arab region in terms of research and stuff like this early on. And we said that it needs a lot of work. And that is why the decision for our regional office for sciences for the Arab states decided that we are going to go for a project that is called UNESCO Arab Science Podium. I almost forgot the Arab thing. That's why I looked. Okay, so I will just very quickly. It's not connected to the internet, so we don't have a problem if we have electricity blackout or issues with the with the internet. And because I was supposed to sleep between 6 and 8, what I actually did is I went and took snapshots of the website. I put it in a form of presentation so that we cruise quickly. So people who are worried that I'm going to be talking too much, that's not going to happen. Okay. The first thing that I want to actually do, I meant to write this so that I get you pumped up that the region really needs you. Don't think that you can't offer the region something in terms of open science. These people, Tributech, under the leadership of engineer Mahmoud Saeed, he actually, it's a company, it's an IT company that does platforms and stuff like that. But when we did an RFP, okay, we got crazy offers. The money offers were really high. And then I knew that he had some ideas of supporting education in the Arab region. And I said, like, look, this is open science. This is something that you have passion in. And we actually did it with almost 20% of the lowest offer that we actually received. So I really wanted to say thank you, Mahmoud Saeed. Thank you, Tributech. They gave, and by the way, by actually working on this platform, they told us that we are going to support the services for 2 years. So every time you want to update, we're still doing that for you for free. Okay? Now, the things that you will see here are usually the things that we decided in the UNESCO Cairo office that the Arab region needs. Okay? The first thing I want to show you, it's Arabic and English. So if you want to read it in Arabic, you can. If you want to read it in English, you can. Okay? We want people, experts from all over the place, from all over the Arab region, to actually register to the website. Of course, we will have a lot of carrots, especially for researchers, and we'll see how that's going to happen. But we invite you all, and I'm going to take your permission to allow Knowledge E to give us your emails to actually send invitations to register on the web, on this portal. Okay. Of course, when you go there, one thing we did is the specialization, so that the databases are actually set up in such a way that if you are a nanotechnologist, you get stuff that is related to your field. So there are 3 areas, 3 levels. The area of study, if it's engineering, then you go for the field, maybe mechanical engineering. You go for a specialization under mechanical engineering, maybe materials, heat transfer, or whatever it is. So it actually segregates the specialization, and that is very important when you're actually giving the service. A little bit about UNESCO, and of course, this website is not going to be only for natural sciences. It's also social and human sciences, computer and information, and even culture, okay? This is the team in the Arab states for the people who are actually gonna administer and look at the portal. Contact information, and then let's go. Okay, the first tab talks about members countries under which you have country profiles where you can actually print reports and charts. So you click on the country and you actually get a whole profile of each country, and even the economic sectors. It gives you a lot of information about each sector. This is just one example. I'm not going to go through the whole set of sectors, but as you can see, a lot of information that you can actually turn into a report. If you wanna do something in agriculture, if it's in medicine, if it's industry, and so forth. Okay. The indicators to do reports and charts are varieties. You can do R&D, you can do science, technology, and innovation, even SDGs. We have databases for SDG indicators under each indicator. Oh, I actually closed it, sorry. Okay, so here, STI indicators reporting at national and regional levels. And, you know, it took us a while. Well, science, technology, and indicators are with the UNESCO International Office of Statistics that is in Canada. But to link, you know, the databases and to look at the Arab region, it's all a lot of work. Of course, you can do charts for any indicator. Here is an indicator for the articles published from 2017 to 2021. Of course, some countries will not have it, and that is another story. We're doing actually a semi-automated calculation of indicators for people who know, following the Oslo manual and the Frascati manual. Okay, innovative programs. We decided to look at the SDGs in the Arab region, and under SDGs, you can see that you can do indicators. There is something called SDGs road mapping, where you can actually show how you can actually increase the achievement on SDGs. There is something called SDGs commercially viable technologies. Okay, that is a new initiative that we actually are launching to bring in the universities and research institutes to actually do part of their work. And we're showing them how to increase the innovation rate in each country. So you pick any SDG, and there are a list of indicators that you can actually look at depending on which country you are actually talking about. Okay, so each SDG would have a number of indicators. We have chosen that carefully. You're not going to find the 501 indicators that the UN have approved for each SDG, but we have selected the ones that we think the researchers or scientists would be kind of interested in. Okay, look, we go for capacity building programs, and we thought that There is a lot of capacity building that needs to happen. This is just a small list. What I listed today under open science have not been added yet. It's an ongoing process. It's work in progress. We started with things that we have been doing actually, like science policy development, how you actually develop policy as an intermediate manager or decision maker. The SDGs decision support system, that is something that we are actually working on, that decision makers can go click on certain items and voila, they can actually create their own roadmap at a national level. There is a lot of material that needs to go in there. Here is talking about entrepreneurship and innovative technologies promotion. We started here by actually setting 10 ways an organization can encourage entrepreneurship. And okay, SDGs, commercially viable technologies. This is a call to universities to act as the agent of change in the area of entrepreneurship, to build the venture capitalists' trust at an early stage regarding the funding of a specific products processes during the pre-incubation. And we did that because we realized that a lot of entrepreneurs, they might have good ideas, but they might not find the funding that would support their projects. Okay. What else? Digitalization and better governance to achieve the SDGs. That is for developing countries, and it is a way of actually setting, what do you call it, a sustainable development, education and utilization platform. That would be actually an added module to the platform. And this is actually for developing countries to know what type of technologies, and we're talking here green technologies, that they can actually introduce at the national level or municipality level to actually trigger sustainable development. And with that comes the set of green jobs that people should have skills on. And the platform would actually help those people to actually do those. Okay, innovation ecosystem support. We talk a little bit in training. Did I do some? Okay. We talk about pre-incubation and its requirement, incubation, startup companies, prototyping and demonstration projects. There is a little bit of training material that are going to be put up there, but these are areas where we can actually go online and do actually virtual trainings depending on registration of the users on the platform. Okay, this is just a snapshot of the type of training material that is up there. Okay, now we're talking about scientific resources, and I want you to listen carefully to this part because this is where the real issue is. Okay, of course we can have open access journals. So if you register and we know your specialization, when you log in, it automatically actually does a search and brings every and single open access journal that is within your specialization, either the third one or the second one. Okay, And that is actually something that we thought would be interesting. But what would be more interesting, and this is something we're working on now, is to actually have UNESCO get a good deal from publishers to actually, okay, we will have a contract, but nominal fees, and they would allow us for each registered user to actually use, can we have coffee, please? Some people are falling asleep. Can we have coffee? I swear I wasn't talking about you. Anyways, so that is something that we're actually working on, and we would like to have that. UNESCO would pay nominal fees to certain publishers that have high impact factor journals, and we'll give access, but you can only use those journals and download them if you are actually officially registered as a member on the platform. Okay, so once you go in and do your own kind of search and get it done. So now regional publications. Now people, when they register, and I want to go forward a little bit. For example, here are the list of people. We actually sent out some invitations before this launching, and we got already about 300 to 350 registered users. You get your own web page where you can actually have a bio. You can set up, for example, this is Mustafa Kayali. He has put his publications and also patents, CV. So you actually feel that the space, you have ownership to that. Now, regional publications, when the publications are uploaded from each expert, they go into what we call a regional database. So you will have, we will start building up a database. It's free on our website for our registered users. Why is that? Because after, the launching and after registration of people, we will have categorized forums. We will call for virtual conferences. People can actually meet and actually have keynote speakers from top scientists in their field and so forth. So that is a database that's going to grow, and we hope that it will grow fast. Also, it allows for patent search, and it allows also for regional patents database. So any registered user that have a patent would actually be listed up here. I already showed that. There is also a set of digital libraries, full text databases, where you can actually click on any of those, and it will take you to full text databases that are actually free. Okay, STI observatories. I think that is something. GoSpin is actually a tool that UNESCO uses to evaluate at a national level your STI ecosystem. You will have access to that. And then we have STI terminologies, because there are a lot of kind of acronyms when you're talking under the STI observatories and the GoSpin. So we thought that we put that STI terminologies. Now, higher education sector are two pieces. You have the list of universities in the Arab region. You have the list of research institutes in the Arab region, and you have higher education indicators. You have the R&D sector. You have national STI strategies for those countries that have it. Okay, this is the universities. These are the R&D indicators. And okay, this is the R&D sector. It tells you, of course, when you say R&D expenditure, it is a certain formula, and it tells you how to actually do that. This is, again, the list of institutions under R&D. Research and development, you can always do the indicators in the form of reports. Okay. What else? Okay. This is the last tab where you actually have news room, where you can actually get also, if you become a coordinator, you can be a registered user, but under each category, for example, nanotechnology, we will have a coordinator among the registered users that can actually call for meetings or virtual conferences and so forth. These are planned forums. For example, here we have a set of events that are coming up. They belong to the COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh between the period 6th of November to 18th of November, achieving the climate change and SDGs related goals through accelerated scientific green excellence in Africa and the MENA region. Another one is evidence-based integrated SDG solutions for developing economies, and then smart financing and governance for accelerating green capacity building for climate change in Africa and the MENA region. These are 3 events that we are holding as an example. Of course, the office has about 15 side events within the COP, but this is to show you the facilities that for registered users, they can actually get a lot of information about what UNESCO is doing. This is new inventions. Anytime there is a new invention around the world, it's picked up, and you can see it here. It's also categorized so that if you want to look at engineering, if you want to look at medicine, if you want to look at natural sciences and so forth, you find that. Here is a virtual conference, and here is our F.O.R.M. And it was actually announced on the website, and I think a lot of people wanted to register for it, and I think we did the send the registration, and I'm not well. I think oh my goodness, I did a boo-boo. By not connecting to the internet, maybe they have been waiting for the. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. You're a lifesaver. Thank you. I thought I fooled them by putting the. Okay, good, great. Hey, what we deserve dessert and coffee. Recruitment. Any announcement of recruitment in STI or science, we would like to actually put that out there so that people actually come to this. It's not UNESCO recruitment, but it is universities and R&D institutes and opportunities for funding as well. And I think that's it.